Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, I was originally reluctant to make this video, but I decided to make it anyway because I realized that a lot of my audience are educated adults who are able to sieve the wheat from the chaff. So I've made the video anyway just to see what you guys will make of it. So I saw a clip of KSI. You all know who KSI is. So I saw a clip of KSI on British Breakfast TV earlier on today, and the interview both amused me and made me think. So KSI was on Breakfast TV. That's the clip that I saw, and he was being interviewed by the Breakfast TV team led by Piers Morgan. So he was on that program. It was quite a jovial little interview. So he was there to promote a tour that is on. So he's there to sell the dates, to sell the tickets, and obviously they interact with him because he's a known name. So Piers Morgan was then probing and prodding at him as he does in a jovial manner, nothing aggressive or nothing dark or sinister, but they were just joshing. So Piers Morgan was just saying to him that, oh, I saw your fight with Logan Paul. I heard you made 10, 20, 30 million. You must be super rich by now. And then refreshingly, KSI replied that, oh, you're always asking me this question. What do you want me to say? Okay, yes, I am rich. I am effing rich, So refreshingly, because usually when you speak to some of these type of people and you start to talk about finances, they shy away and they start to act coy and they are acting aloof as though we don't know that they have the money. And really, what we are really interested in is the money end of their being, your actors, your singers, etc., your personalities. The interest is both what has brought them to the fore, to the public eye, and the money that they make, because a lot of people are interested in the sort of monies that these people are making. So, Piers Morgan prodded and jibed at KSI that you made 10, 20, 30 million, and then KSI batted back and said, oh, yes, you're always asking me this kind of questions. Okay, I am super rich, so what? And then Piers Morgan went on to add that, and you seem very pleased with yourself about that. And KSI replied, yes, why would I not be happy? I am super rich. And that's fair enough. And then they then went on to talk about KSI investing in a $500,000 pendant, diamond pendant, which he had made, customized. And then they spoke about the sort of money that he's making. And then they were saying, oh, you've made so much money, why are you still in the game? And he was saying he was in the game for the love of it, etc., etc. So really, this, like I said, it both amused me and it also made me think, because you see this platform that we run, these YouTube, Instagram, etc., Facebook, all of these kind of platforms. There are platforms, these are platforms that really there's a profit end to it. If you have enough of a personality and that personality gels with an audience, and that audience is of a reasonable size, and there's loyalty from that audience, so there's consistency, so you consistently put out the sort of quality output that your audience has come to expect of you, and your audience then loyally follows you and consumes and interacts with your content, there's a money end to that, and that money end can actually be a reasonable amount, because you have seen this repeat and repeat. There's the Linda Ikeji example in Nigeria. She was a blogger, and off the back of that, we all know what that storyline is. So that's a story that is known. So now, and there's copious stories as well. There's all sort of medium-sized, low-end, high-end, medium-end, etc. type of social media type persons who have, off the back of these platforms, been able to create an income stream and a real reasonable earning, a good earning as well. Let me not use the word reasonable earning, because really I'm being disingenuous with that term. These people, there's a lot of people within this sort of arena who have actually created a little bit of a wealth and really varying degrees of wealth for themselves. So this is now the space that we are in, and I'm saying we because I am seeing us as a collective, myself and my audience, and you guys that have chosen to be kind enough to follow me and to listen to what I have to say. So there's enough of an audience there, there's enough of a substance there for us to grow something. Because and then let's look at the demography that I am in, because my demography is predominantly Nigeria and Nigerians and Africa, but firstly Nigeria, then Africa, then obviously globally as well, because I'd like to reach as many people as I can, and I'm trying to expand my content to reach a wider audience because I don't want to be too narrow a niche. But even if I was narrow to the Nigerian niche, it is sufficient enough to be plentiful, because there are over 110 million Nigerians logged onto the internet, and Nigerians are verilously curious. Nigerians are superbly and superfluously argumentative, and Nigerians love drama, they love controversy, they love an argument. They say for every two Nigerians, there are three opinions. So there's your opinion, my opinion, and there's some random opinion that we're just arguing over for random reasons. So there's a plentiful there, even if that niche was just where my concentration is. And there are plenty of Nigerians as well on the social media landscape who are concentrated on that particular demography and who have been able to carve out a niche within that demography to have an earning and to create wealth for themselves. And we are talking about carving out a niche because you have to obviously carve out a niche for yourself. So there has to be that association between you and your audience, that you are of this particular thrust. So my niche, for instance, I do a lot of stuff about Nigerian politics and the goings on in Nigeria. I do some stuff about Nigerian lifestyle and that kind of stuff. I do abstract stuff as well, but a particular spin that I have to my videos is what I am hoping, and I'm looking for feedback from you guys just to let me know if I am actually meeting these expectations. But my particular niche is to put my particular spin, like an unbiased, devoid of prejudice opinion, although my opinions are somewhat prejudiced, because you can read between the tonality of my speech pattern to see where I'm going. And when it comes to Nigerian politics, especially people like Buhari, etc., I make no apologies about the fact that I feel that the chap is not suited at all for the Nigerian state, because really it is a retrogressive position of play to have somebody of Buhari's ilk running the affairs of a country like Nigeria. The average age in Nigeria is 18. The average voting age in Nigeria is 35, and the president is 80-something. The Nigerian is averagely a first degree to a master's degree holder. The president is barely literate. He can barely switch on a computer, so there's no correlation between the rulership and the ruled, because we're not talking about leadership in Nigeria, we're talking about rulership, because they tend to rule us in Nigeria rather than lead us, you know. So but we said that to one side. So I have that niche as well, and within that niche there's plentiful as well, because you also have to understand who that person is that you're speaking to. And the person that I'm speaking to is a person of a good income, a good education, and a sound mind. That I imagine is my demography, because that is the person that I imagine when I'm doing this video, because you have to imagine your audience to speak to, and that I feel is the sort of person that my personality engages with. So now, having now identified my demography, I now have to know how to target my content to interact with them, and then obviously to expand them as well, because we want to reach as many people as we possibly can. So really that is the play. So now going back to the KSI thing, so they were talking about how KSI has invested his money into this bespoke piece of jewelry, which is a good investment in my opinion, because it will only grow in value. And they were talking about his wealth, etc. And then that really made me think that, look, this opportunity is there, and I have this gathering of friends, I would say. I'm not quite sure yet how to refer to you guys. I don't like the word farm, because everybody is always saying farm, or my farm, my blah blah blah. You know, I don't know how quite to refer to you guys, so I'm not quite sure what collective term should gather us together to make us one. So maybe you guys have thoughts about that, and you can leave that in the comment section. But really, yes, the opportunities that presents itself within this space is really one thing that I wanted to bring to you guys. So I know you guys, you don't really like that talk about money, because it's not really about money, but really it is always really about money at the end of the day, because really money is always often a panacea to a lot of things, and the money end is really the sharp edge of the point. So really, the KSI interview triggered this in me, and as I said, I was quite reluctant to do this video, but then I imagined, because like I said, I imagined the sort of person that I'm speaking to, and from the comment section, I see that I am speaking to the sort of person that I do imagine that I am speaking to. So I decided to make this video anyway, just to flash this up, to say, look, guys, this is a thing that is going on. This is a direction. This is a little thing that could well evolve, you know, because the demography is there, 110 million odd people online. There's curiosity is there. Nigerians are very nice for information and to be informed and to participate and to be entertained, because Nigerians are one of God's own people. There's nobody more unique or more endowed than a Nigerian, because there's I often wonder sometimes if we should create a certain different type of being for the Nigerian, because we are unique and peculiar to ourselves, and in our uniqueness and our peculiarity, therein lies the magic of who we are. So really, that demography is there, and that demography is enough to satiate and satisfy and to promote and to enhance what we are trying to do on this channel. So now I'm starting to ramble, but I'm hoping that you've gotten the thrust of what I am actually saying, because and if you have gotten the thrust of what I am saying, please explain it to me in the comment section, because I went off on a tangent and I think I've lost a train of thought somewhere there, but there is really gold in there somewhere if you can dig. So if you have dug and you have found the gold, then come and present it in the comment section. So I'll leave you here and I'll meet you in the comment section. But before you come join me in the comment section, click on that subscribe button so it goes from red to gray. Click on the bell notification as well so you're notified as soon as I drop a video. Then once you've done both, come meet me in the comment section where we talk KSI, internet and opportunities. So I'll leave you here, meet you there, and I'll say peace.